Greetings, everyone. Through here. So today is the day we all knew was going to come, where Fable 5 will only be available by usage credit. So let's talk through that. When Fable 5 was released and taken away and re-released, there was a lot of excitement. Personally, I think Fable 5 is a very capable model, and I do appreciate using it, and I've been putting it to pieces for a lot of work. But what I want to highlight to you guys today is this. As you can imagine, Fable 5 will be included for up to 50% of weekly usage limit through July 7, after which, so this is what's important. So after which it will be available via usage credit. We will re-enable access on AWS, Google Cloud, Microsoft Foundry as quickly as possible. So let's talk through what this essentially means and how it relates to building of Prevail. If you are a Prevail user, by the way, at about getting close to 300 downloads and counting, about 15 stars on GitHub for the desktop, about 10 stars or so. So go ahead and give it a, don't just download, give it a star. I think there's something in this industry where people look at stars. So give it a stars. Let's see if we can get this to 100 stars. Share it with somebody that can give some stars to as well. But going back to this message, if you are watching the video today, July 7th or after July 7th, what that means is I won't go to Prevail just yet. Let's go to a CLI. Typically, I will load into Claude with the dangerously bypass permissions. And so you can see Fable 5 is back until July 7th. You can use up to 50% of your plan's weekly usage limit on Fable 5. If you hit your limit, you can continue on Fable 5 with usage credit. I think using usage credit on Fable 5, I can tell you it's not cheap. Again, depending on what you're trying to do, it might be cheaper. So Fable 5 draws down usage limit faster than Opus, which makes sense, faster than Opus 4.8. So that's the reality. Now, the way Prevail was built, if you come in here and you do, say, model, you have the option to select model. You can see usually I'm using Fable 5. It's my default. I just cannot afford to use anything less than Fable 5. So usually day to day I am in Fable 5 doing the work. And what this says is, if this is correct, until July 7, and I haven't seen this change yet, today is July 7, that this option might not show up here. I will see. I would love to come back and maybe make another video post July 7 that you would see your Opus, you might see your Sonnet and Heku, you just will not see Fable, the Fable model, which is the Fable 5. So that would be very, let me switch to Opus here. That would be rather unfortunate. Now, my thinking is when this comes up, once this is taken away, you will still see Fable 5, but you would have to go over to your Claude account to enable usage credit, which essentially put in your credit card, and they will charge you for every token going in, going out. And it's not cheap. I've tried to run the numbers. For me, it's really not cheap doing it. Again, but depending on what you're trying to do, if you have a really complex problem, it might be worth it, because I believe you get what you pay for. So let me touch on how this relates to how Prevail was built. And I'm saying this because I'm very aware that it might not last long. So the way Prevail is built, if we go over, you install the version, I think this is version, depending on what version you're watching, 0.2.163. Go over to editor. We want to go to models. Prevail gives you that ability to bring your own models. That's really the philosophy behind it. Obviously, Claude is extremely popular. So if you select the Claude models here, and it does list all of the Claude models. Now, how does this work? It works through three methods. One being the CLI runtimes, one being the aggregators, so something like OpenRouter, and then the third being through direct API keys. So let me talk through the three of them. So the CLI runtime, and this is what OpenClaw used to do, and it got shut down. Somehow, Prevail is doing it, and I'm very, very aware that Prevail is not a popular app now. The moment it gets popular, 100 stars, 1,000 stars, 10,000 stars, I can be rest assured that this will probably get shut down. So almost look at it as a backdoor for now. At least that's how I use it, and which is why I built Prevail, because I couldn't afford paying OpenClaw on the usage token, but I needed to have my agents working using my subscription. So I ended up building this using the CLI. So let's talk through this. Once you come into the CLI for Claude, it does detect what models are available. So it's detected Sonnet 5 here using the CLI. And what that means with the CLI, if I go back over here, it's essentially behaving as if you had a subscription. I have a Max subscription. I think this is a $200 a month subscription. I do bounce between them. I have several accounts, obviously. So in one of these accounts, I have this Max subscription. And my thesis is, if I'm paying $200 a month, I want to be using this. I don't want to pay $200 a month and then have to pay extra usage. If I have to pay the extra usage, of course I will. But if I can get away with it, obviously that's what we're doing here. So instead of me coming and putting the prompt in here, what Prevail does, if you have this installed, obviously you're going to have the CLI installed. It passes through that CLI and shows you the model. So if I pick Fable 5 here as my model, if I set this as a default, then that is what you're using here. So just hang on to this for a second and I'll come back to it. Now, going to the aggregators, I think this is a natural one where when you need models like the GLM models or the DeepSeek models, X models, of course, you don't, at least as far as I'm aware, there are no CLIs for those here. So the best way would be to simply just get your open router is kind of the default standard at this point, or there are other options like Bedrock and such, but simply just get your open router key, put that in here, then you get access to all the open router models. I believe I've done that in the past. Now, direct key too is an option. With OpenAI in particular, if you go to OpenAI platform, you can just get an API key, put that in here, and you have direct access to the OpenAI model. But what that means is you're using that OpenAI model, you're paying based on when you set up that key, you're going to put it, and I'm not going over to those sites to show it because I want to focus here on Prevail. You will get the keys, you put that in here, then you get access to all the models through OpenAI, but you're paying through the key. So you're going to have to pay through that key. Same thing with Anthropic. If you go to their platform, you can create an API key. You put that in here, you're going to pay through that API key as essentially the usage token. So, and then with DeepSeek and Google AI, Kimi, you name it, X, they do have OpenAI keys, which you can use to get access to their models. Now, what does this mean? If you already have the CLI, if you already have a subscription, be it the Pro subscription, the Max subscription, the Ultra Max subscription, whichever one it is, and you can somehow use that as a pass-through, that is what I would do. And Prevail does detect and surfaces that for you. So for me, anti-gravity is out there. I do have a subscription for anti-gravity. I have one for Claude, obviously, which is my main driver, and the Ultra subscription. So, and I do that across several accounts. And I do have the Codex. Now, Codex, I don't really have a subscription. I will put a subscription based on if I need it. So every now and then, I might just go to the $20 subscription if I really need something. Other than that, I get away with the free subscription just because Claude is my daily driver, my workhorse for doing a lot of work. So this is what it is. Now, once you have those models set up, then when you go over to your work mode, so from the editor mode, we're going back to your work mode, it all shows in here and you can use that to chat. So it's a no-brainer for chatting. Now, once Prevail or once Fable 5 is taken away, then Fable will not show up here. So you wouldn't be able to come in here and say, how are you? Right now, I can do how are you? And I'm in my general domain here, simply chatting with that, it would use Prevail to answer. So you can see it's going Prevail, it's using a framework, which is a go, no go. Okay, so I should change the framework. It's going for outsider. and the mode is web access is fine. That's good. I want to save history, and I think that's good for now. So Fable 5 is here, but what we've been told is after today you wouldn't see Fable 5 here, and which is rather unfortunate, just because I think Fable 5 is such a capable model. But we're going to continue building Prevail with the assumption that this would work with your pass-through, because this particular prompt now is not charging me for usage. I'm not going through usage. It's just as good as if I come in here to use Fable 5. But the beauty of it is you chat with the power of Fable 5, but you get the promise of Prevail, which is things like frameworks, things like lenses, things like different modes, things like being able to have all of this persisted in your local file system, things like being able to create tasks out of your conversations, things like, let's say, which AI model is the best to use. Things like being able to bring in let me copy this, things like being able to bring in a council of models to use for your chat experience. So this will switch over to the council mode. Things like being able to do that, things like being able to bring in skills as well. Let's say you have a book, you've read a book, things like being able to bring in the skills to use, things like it learning over time and auto building those skills for you as it goes, things like having the ability to manage your context as well. Just an overall simplified interface, and then things to in addition to the council, the chat experience, it learning as you go, suggesting and building skills, being able to run your own benchmarks as well. I think I've shown some of that. Let me go actually over here. Being able to come into the arena and essentially run your own benchmarks as you see fit, managing all the skills that you have. I think how many skills do I have in here? A couple of skills in some environments. If I switch over to some other environment, I do have hundreds or thousands of skills. You can essentially manage those skills here. Things like being able to view your usage report, what is costing you and how much is that costing you per day. I'm surprised Fable 5 is Opus is high, just because Fable 5 usage is rolling up on the Opus. So that's why you see that. Things like being able to get a retrospective of what you're doing. So as you chat with your AI over time, you can come in here from a daily perspective or a weekly perspective or a monthly perspective. Kind of get an insight on where's your time going? Where's my time going? How much time am I spending talking to, thinking about wealth questions or tax questions? And you can tease that from the prompt you use. Whether you use Fable 5 or you prompt with Prevail using Gemini or Codex models, you can still have those insights here from a retrospective perspective. Things like being able to have the activities run, manage your intent and see how your intent is working. I think I've been kind of looking at Obsidian, trying to integrate Obsidian into this into Prevail. Things like being able to have access to your gateway and chat with it by Telegram. So just a tremendous amount of capabilities. I'm going to keep watching to see what essentially happens. By end of day, will Fable 5 just disappear from this list? Is that what's going to happen? And if so, I'll report back accordingly and then make the necessary changes. I might have to put a release out maybe tonight or whenever that kicks into effect, just so that the app will reflect that in here. And if Fable 5 wouldn't show, then of course it wouldn't show, and that will be reflected in the app. So that's very, very interesting times we are in. But hopefully this was just a helpful commentary on what's going on. And in my previous videos, I did indicate that I think this is just the beginning of what we're going to see more and more. Models will come, models will go. But my recommendation for folks is to build a harness, to build a system where if Fable 5, you can't afford to use Fable 5 and somehow GPT Soul is a good one for you to use, and I haven't made a video yet on GPT Soul. I'm planning on that video. Then you can just switch over without any worry or any headache or any complications, and your context and your data stays yours. And I think, folks don't truly appreciate this level of flexibility, but I'm a big believer that this is really where the future is going, as the model providers continue to make their stance or fight for positions to make their own models prevail. Talking about Prevail. So hopefully this was helpful as always. This is Afro. Thank you for watching and sticking to the end. If you haven't, just one more call on this. If you haven't, go ahead and give Prevail a try. Give it a star on GitHub. I think those stars, you wouldn't believe it, but it makes a lot more difference than you think. Because the next person down the line, for them to try Prevail, would rely on that star. And give it a star if you truly think it's worth a star. If you don't think so, then obviously don't give it a star. But if you think it's worth the star, and you want to see this project continue and building around this, give it that star, share it with somebody as well. That would be very helpful. So this is Fru. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next demo.